The shoulders backwards as we let the hands drop down the bottom. So you're getting a nice extension and opening the spine. So we want to get a full extension through the whole spine, so there's not one area that's bearing all the weight. And here you can see the front of the body is really opening and arching evenly, and the head is looking backwards, eyes can look slightly behind you, so you get a very full extension through the whole spine. And this is more like a banana, an even opening and arching through the whole length of the spine from the head down to the feet. Then we slowly come back to stand straight again. Hands this time opening out to the sides, reaching all the way up to the ceiling, palms facing towards each other. And here we're trying to get a good stretching through the whole side of the body, really opening the ribs on either side. So we want to really open and arch and extend through the ribs and the spine. So your head is also tilted slightly backwards, looking up at the ceiling. So again, you're getting a nice arch through the spine, through the whole back. Then we want to gather the energy from above, draw the energy down through the body, through the crown of the head, so through where the bai hui or where the fontanelles join, this area here, and slowly bring the hands down. Hands in front of the mouth, we swallow, slowly drawing the energy all the way down through to the dantian. And finally, when the hands are outside of the hips, we want to draw the energy down to the heels. Hands extend out to the sides, and we open the fingertips as widely as possible and let our body weight rock forward more onto the balls of the feet, so you feel that you're almost going to fall forwards. This is helping to dispel the stale energy through the fingertips and toes. Then we rock the body weight evenly back onto the balls, just behind the balls of the feet, the bubbling well areas, and we come back to our normal standing posture. That'll be the end of the upper body set. So the hands want to sit into the Mingmen area or the small of the back when you bring them behind you. Now this time we want to rotate the shoulders backwards, and then as we let the hands drop down pass towards the bottom, we want to arch the back. So we want to get an arch like a whole banana shape arch. So it's a very in sequence and a unified arching, and we're looking up at the ceiling. So this is letting our head tip back. So we have this very nice even arch of the whole spine, so there's no pressure on one particular joint or vertebrae of the spine. It's the whole spine stretching together. And the hands are reaching down past the bottom as we do this. So we're looking up, getting this nice arch and really opening the chest area as well. Slowly come back to standing in a straight, normal posture. Let the hands come to the sides. This time now we're going to extend and stretch up. Okay. As we're extending up here, this time as we're reaching the hands up to the ceiling, imagine you're trying to reach up and grab the sky. So you want to really open the rib areas here. So it's like you're getting as much extension as possible through the ribs on either side of the body. Again, our head is slightly tilted backwards, so we're looking up at the ceiling. So again, getting a nice arch through the whole spine, not concentrating only on one area. So it's a very even stretching and arching movement. Then we want to gather the energy from above and slowly draw it down through the head, first through the bai hui or where the fontanelles join, this area here on the crown of the head. Bring the hands down, so you're drawing the energy back down through the body, and then down through the front of the body, hands all the way down to outside of the hips. As we open the hands, we want to extend and open the fingertips and rock our body weight forward onto the balls of the feet, so you feel like you're almost going to fall over as we do this. And then we rock the body weight back evenly again, and hands relax down to the sides. So again, we'll just show you from the side angle. So fists in the Mingmen or small of the back area. Rotate the shoulders backwards as you're looking up, letting the hands slowly drop down the spine towards the bottom or beyond the bottom. So you're getting a very nice even arch, like a banana shape all the way through. So you can see this area of the chest is all opening and the area of the back is all closing. So you're getting a very good stretch all the way through, evenly through the whole body. Then we will come back to stand straight. And both hands reach out to the sides, reaching up again to the ceiling. So as we go through this posture, as you can see, palms are facing towards one another, and we're stretching open the different the ribs either side of the body. So we want to get a very strong stretch all the way through to the fingertips. And again, looking up at the ceiling. So this gives us, again, this nice arch through the spine, all the way through the spine to the feet and the top of the crown of the head. Then we want to gather the energy from above, draw it through the body, through the byway points, the crown of the head, and want to draw the energy all the way through the spine, all the way through the body down to the dantian. And as we bring our hands down to the dantian, the hands separate and open out to the sides. As they separate out to the sides, we want to open the fingertips as wide as possible and rock our body weight onto the balls of the feet. So you can see, actually you feel like you're almost going to fall forwards. So this is, as we're doing this, we're expelling the stale energy out through the fingertips and toes as we're doing this. And then we rock the body weight back evenly again, so we're standing straight again, and then we just bring our hands out back down to the side, so we relax our hands, and that will be the end of the upper body set, and we start to go into the lower body set after that. So we finished the upper body set, so we're going to now work on the lower body set, and again many different requirements for the lower body set. So if we start now from our finish of our upper body set, our hands have come back down to our sides, so now we start to work on the lower body. So first of all, we want to let our body weight trade onto the left side, right hand in front, left hand behind, so even height. Then we're going to rotate the body and transition the weight across to the right side with the left hand in front now, right hand behind. So now the hand hop, left hand is going to rise up to the ceiling, right hand is also at the hip height, is now going to stretch up towards the ceiling, hop, making a fist pointing up straight towards the ceiling. And here we want to stretch backwards. So the left hand is wanting to place itself just behind or in front of the knee here. We want to go through our snake creeps down posture, trade the weight forward, left hand in front, right hand now gathering first at the hip height, and then bringing the energy forwards to grasp onto the left wrist. So you're holding the left wrist with the right hand, left palm pointing straight forwards. Eyes are in line or just above the line of the hands. So we want to feel that if we pull, there's very strong stretch back to the rear foot between the hands in front and the foot behind. So again, you can hold this posture for a few seconds or for longer if you feel comfortable, but you want to get this very even stretch all the way through to the rear leg. So a nice arch, nice line all the way through. Then we want to open, extend the hands out to the sides. So again, as we do this, we also want to feel that we're stretching between both palms, stretching open, form two fists, and this time we're going to rotate the body to look back at the inside of our rear heel. So you're getting this real good stretch all the way through the ribs, the hips, all the way through to the front fist, the front right fist. Left fist is stretching backwards towards the rear right heel. So you're really getting good openness through the rib cage. Right hand is still stretching forward. Now as the left hand now is coming forwards to grab onto the right wrist, so repeating the movement but with the other hand now in front. So again, we feel like we're stretching very strongly between the hands and the rear foot. Eyes are looking above the line of the hands in front. So this is getting a different section of the hip to stretch open here. This time now, the right hand is going to sweep under through snake creeps down. Left hand is a fist pointing upwards. First, the hand wants to transition through to the knee, trade the weight across to the front leg, and then using your spine to open up and raise the right hand. Right fingers pointing straight forwards. Left hand transitioning through to grasp onto the right wrist. So eyes are looking above the line of the hands, and you're stretching back now towards your rear left heel. So holding this posture, also now working much more on this left side of the body, sitting into the front right hip. Hands extend out to the side, so really stretching between both palms. And then make two fists. Now we're going to rotate now to look back at the rear left heel, inside of the left heel here. So again, you can see this very strong opening and stretching all the way through the left side of the body. So this is the gallbladder meridian that you're really stretching open. Hop. Looking back forwards again. Left hand stretching forward. Now the right hand is transitioning through to grasp the left wrist. So just repeating what we did on the other side. Again, eyes looking above the line of the hands. Stretching back towards the rear heel. Hop. So this time we're going to step forwards, keep the hands pushing forwards, and then we're going to make a very special hand, a very special fist, which we'll show you in more detail in a moment. And we bring the fists to the inguinal fold area here, pushing into a special meridian and acupuncture point here to prevent the energy from escaping. So pushing in with the fists, and then we walk a small circle, like a sort of a bagua footstep, sliding footstep as we go around. We don't want to immediately stand up after we've completed the exercise. We want to allow that energy to settle into the dantian and not to escape. So we do like 3 circles, slowly rising up and coming back to our normal posture as we continue our circles. Until we finish, we come back, and then we slowly come back to our starting posture. So just to explain in a bit more detail about the actual hand movements at the end of the set. So in our last posture, we were stretching forwards with the hands against the rear foot. Hop. When we step forward, keep pushing the hands forward as you step into this sort of slightly crouching posture. Our hands want to actually have, if we just look down here, the thumb wants to make contact with the base of the ring finger. So this is a very particular type of fist, not like a normal fist where the thumb is on the outside. And then we close the fingers over the top, so rather like a little baby's hand. You know, when babies are very young, when babies are born, their fists are like this, not on the outside with the thumb. Then we want to bring the fists into this inguinal fold area here, where there's a particular acupressure point here. So this prevents, we want to push in quite strongly, sort of sit inwards a little bit. So this prevents the energy that we've been cultivating and creating from escaping down the legs. We want to maintain that energy in the dantian. So that's why we push in here. And we keep in this slightly crouched down posture. Hop. So as we walk, we're using a sort of bagua sliding footstep as we're walking, and the hands remain pushing into the inguinal fold. And we can walk 3 circles, and then slowly come back to your normal standing posture. So now we'll work through the set together, and you can follow along as we do it together.